In our next lesson, we will solve percent problems using 3 different methods. The first method we will look at is the basic percent equation. Second, we'll look at translating the words in the problem directly. And last, we will use a proportion. Let's begin by using the percent equation to find a missing amount. The percent equation is set up percent times base equals amount. Notice that in this example, we are given the percent 12% and the base 50. We will take the decimal form, or you may take the fraction form if you wish, of the percent and then multiply it by the base, and this will equal 6. The missing amount is 6. Let's try another example. Here, our percent is 35%, our base is 200, and we have a missing amount. Let's take the fraction form of the percent. You may use either the fraction or the decimal form, and multiply it by the base. The base is 200. You may place a 1 under any whole number to make it into a fraction. I like to use canceling whenever I can. Now we'll multiply straight across. 35 times 2 equals 70. 35% of 200 is 70. Let's try one last example of finding a missing amount. Here we have 60% times a base of 75 equals a missing amount. Again, you may write the percent number as a fraction or as a decimal. I will write 60 100ths times 75, which will equal 45. 60% of 75 equals our missing amount, 45. Now, let's look at using the percent equation to find a missing base. The percent equation, percent times base, equals amount. Notice in our example, we are given the percent, 12%, and the amount, 6. We are missing the base. The base is a factor. Remember, we can multiply the percent times the base to get the amount. But if a factor is missing, then we need to use division to find the missing factor. Here, the missing base. Take the amount, divide it by the percent. It will equal the base. Our amount is 6 divided by the percent in either decimal or fraction form will equal the base. Our answer, 50. The missing base is 50. Let's try another example. Here I have the percent, 35%, my missing base, which we'll be finding, and the amount is 70. Take the amount, 70, divide it by the percent in either decimal or fraction form, and it will equal the missing base, 200. Our missing base is 200. Let's try one last example to find a missing base. We have a percent, 60%, times the missing base will equal 45. Take the amount, 45, divide it by the percent in either decimal or fraction form, and you will get the answer 75. The missing base is 75. Let's use the percent equation to find a missing percent. In this example, we have a missing percent times a base of 50 equals the amount 6. Because the percent is a factor, we will use division to find it. We will take the amount, divide it by the base, and this will equal the percent. But remember, when you calculate the percent, it will be in decimal form. You will need to multiply it by 100 and attach the percent symbol. Let's take a look. The amount is 6, divided by the base, which is 50, equals the decimal form of the percent, 0.12. Multiply by 100, this equals 12, and attach the percent symbol. Our missing percent is 12%. 12% of 50 equals 6. Let's try another example using the percent equation to find a missing percent. Our missing percent times 200 equals the amount 70. Again, we'll use division. Take the amount 70, divide it by the base 200, will equal the percent in decimal form, 0.35. To change to a percent, we will multiply by 100 and attach the percent symbol. Our answer is 35%. Let's try one last example using the percent equation to find a missing percent. Our missing percent times the base 75 equals the amount 45. Again, we are going to use division. Take the amount 45, divide it by the base 75, will equal the decimal form of the percent. Multiply that by 100, and it will equal 60. Attach the percent symbol. Percent is 60%. Let's use the percent equation to solve percent word problems. Our first word problem: Carla ate 20% of the cookies in the box. The full box contained 50 cookies. How many cookies did Carla eat? Here we are given the percent, 20%, and the base, the full box of cookies, 50. We want to know the amount that she ate. Multiply 20% times 50, and you get 10. Carla ate 10 cookies. In our next word problem, Robin drove 50% of the way to Boston before stopping for lunch. Robin stopped for lunch after driving 40 miles. How far is Boston from where Robin began driving? Here we have 50% times the base, which would represent the full distance to Boston, which we don't know. We do know that the 50% of that distance equals 40 miles. We will solve using division. 40 divided by the decimal form of 50% equals 80. The full distance for Robin's drive will be 80 miles. Lastly, Milo took a test containing 20 questions. He got 17 questions correct. What percent did he earn on his test? Well, we're missing the percent. We know there's 20 questions total, that's the base, and 17 questions is the number of questions he got correct. So we will take 17, divide by 20, and change our decimal into the percent form, 85%.